Happy Worldwide Wednesday, Jays. I'm Caroline Crawford.
And I'm Gianna Florida. We've got a packed show ahead, so let's jump right into some world news.
If you haven't heard, the state of California is suffering terribly from wildfires. These fires are the deadliest in the state. 7,100 buildings and structures have been destroyed. As Jackson said yesterday, the death toll rose from 42 after finding 13 more people.
The campfires have burned through 117,000 acres and is only 30% contained. Reporters say that from downtown LA, you can look, if you're high up in a building, you can see the smoke in the air, and smoke is fully covering the Hollywood sign. And that is very sad news, and it makes me glad that many people and businesses are doing fundraisers for those that are affected by the fires and the firefighters who are working very hard.
I know in Missouri we have to worry about smaller earthquakes and tornadoes, but one thing I am thankful about not worrying about is sinkholes. In China, a woman was walking and suddenly a sinkhole was created right underneath her feet. In the photo, you can see her disappear.
And according to reporters, the woman was rescued and sent to the hospital. Thankfully, her life is in no danger and she has no broken bones, just a few broken ribs. And that is also super scary. Something that is scary but very cool. CNN tweeted out that pilots in Ireland saw very bright, undefined lights traveling very fast across the night sky. The pilots reported back to the air traffic control, who said it was not a plane and they thought maybe it could be a UFO.
That is kind of cool. And I know in KC the weather has been freezing. I wonder what it's like all over the world.
Yes, me too. And good thing we have Brody in studio, so let's head over to Brody to tell us more.
You guys are right. It is completely freezing walking into school. There's a slight breeze coming out of the southeast at 4 miles per hour this morning. Today will be a high of 37 and a low of 20. Tomorrow will be a high of 47 and a low of 30. In Australia, it's a beautiful 64 degrees. And in Brazil, it's a very hot day with a temperature of 90 degrees. That's all I have for you today. We'll be right back after this short break. You're welcome.
If you could describe Mamma Mia in one word, what would it be?
Joyful. Fun.
Exuberant.
Exciting.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Thank you, Brody, and welcome back. Hundreds of Central American migrants are traveling through Mexico to seek asylum in the U.S., and they have reached the Mexican border of city Tijuana.
There are 5,000 migrants who say they are fleeing persecution, poverty, and violence in their homes, countries of Honduras, Guatemala, and El Salvador. They have been making their journey on foot.
And President Donald Trump has taken a firm stance against the caravan. He calls this an invasion and has ordered the deployment of up to 9,000 troops to the border. U.S. authorities closed down several lanes of traffic at two borders crossing from Tijuana to California on Tuesday so that soldiers can install barbed wire fencing and barricades to reinforce security.
Speaking of Mexico, the Chiefs game was moved from Mexico to Los Angeles, where they will play the Rams. The game is Monday, November 19th. Hopefully the Chiefs will not have to encounter the wildfires. That is all we have for you today. Now if you could please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And just a reminder, Safety 360 is coming up Friday, so please check your emails today to begin pre-enrolling into the sessions you plan on attending.
And also, don't forget to bring your money to school tomorrow, as the entrepreneurs class will be selling their items, treats, and more at lunch. That is all we have for you today. This has been Gianna Falardo, Brody Mueller, and all of our amazing production crew. I'm Caroline Crawford.
Have a wonderful Wednesday, Jays.